Let's make nesting bowls. We need to start with a slip knot. So I'm going to take the yarn around my fingers, and then I want to bring the working yarn through the hole and just pull up and take the tail and the working yarn and just pull for a slip knot. We'll be working this little tail into the project at the end. Now we're going to put our hook onto the slip knot and pull it a little tight, but not so tight that it's going to choke the hook. We're going to chain 4. Every size of the nesting bowls starts this way. I'm going to yarn over, so you can yarn over this way or this way. It's your preference. I'm going to yarn over here. I'm going to, with my index finger and my thumb, hold that slip knot and pull through to make chain 1. I'm going to do that again. Add some yarn, slip it through, chain 2. I'm going to add some yarn, pull through, chain 3, add some yarn, pull through, chain 4. So there's our 4 chains. And now we want to bring them together to create a circle. So I'm just going to bring my hook through the first stitch that we made, the first chain that we made, add some yarn, and I'm going to just slip everything through to create a circle. So here is the circle. And when we begin every round, we're going to start with 1 chain. Yarn over, 1 chain. We want to try and keep our tension, that means how tight or how loose we make our work, about the same, as much as we can. The more you crochet, the more your tension will end up perfect. So now we want to make 8 single crochets right in that donut hole. So I'm going to go into the donut hole to the back, add some yarn, bring it through the front of the donut hole, add some yarn, and pull through both to make a single crochet. And here it looks like a chain. I'm going to do that again. Go into the donut hole to the back, bring some yarn to the front, add some yarn, and bring it through again. There's another chain looking item there. And we're going to do it again. Through to the back, bring some yarn to the front, add some yarn, bring it through 2. Go through the back, get some yarn, bring it to the front, add some yarn, bring it through 2. You can stop this video and go back to the beginning if you like. Go into the back, bring some yarn to the front, add some yarn, bring it through 2. Hook into the donut hole. You see how I'm using my left hand to manipulate the working yarn? And I'm just going to add some yarn, bring it to the front, add some yarn, pull through 2. How many have we done so far? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's 7. Let's see. Let's do another one and count again. Go into the back, bring some yarn around, and pull through 2. So let's see. I like to work backwards. So I go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, this is 1, but I need to hook on to the beginning. So if I hooked on to the beginning, that actually would only be 7. So I do need 1 more. I'm going to go in through the center, get some yarn, bring it to the front, yarn over to add yarn, and bring it through 2. Let's count backwards again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So this will be the first stitch of the next round. So what I want to do now is just seal my circle by bringing my hook right through. Now this is sometimes a little picky. You gotta manipulate it with your thumb. So I've gone through that stitch. I want to bring some yarn through the stitch, and I want to bring that yarn all the way through to seal the circle. There it is. So if this is going to be 8, let's make sure I know where 1 is. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So here is our very first round of 8. My next round, I need 16 single crochets, but I have 8 here. So that means I'll have to double the number into each of the top stitches. So I've got 8, I need 16, so I want to do 2 single crochets in each of the top stitches below. When I start a new round, I always want to start with 1 chain. Now let's go in here. Let's do 2. I'm going to go into the back because my tension was pretty good, pretty loose, pretty even. I'm able to do that. Go right in, fairly easy now. So I'm going to bring some yarn through the stitch, add yarn through the stitch. So that's 1 single crochet, but I want to do 2 single crochets in there. So I'm going to bring my hook to the back again in that same stitch, get some yarn, bring it to the front, yarn over, go through both. There. So there's my first 2. 1, 2. This will be the area that I'll hook on to start my next round. Here's a nice big stitch. I made that one a little bigger, so it's nice and easy. I'm going to take my hook, go through the back, get some yarn, bring it to the front, yarn over, pull through 2. There's that stitch, nice and big again, so I could see it. So I'm not working into the center anymore. I'm working the top part of the next row. I need another one, so I'm going to go through the back, get some yarn, bring it to the front, yarn over, pull through 2. And now I'm going to the top of the next stitch right here, and I want to do 2 double crochets in here. Go through the stitch to the back, get some yarn, bring it through, yarn over, pull through 2. Same stitch, into the back, yarn over, pull through 2. There we go. Here's the top of the next stitch. I'm going to poke through to the back, add some yarn, so yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's just the first one. Poke the hook through this top part of the stitch to the back, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Let's do that again. There's the top part of the next stitch. Poke through to the back, that same area all the time, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Again, to the back. Add some yarn, bring it to the front, yarn over, pull through 2. So there's 2 there. Poke to the back, add some yarn, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Same stitch, poke through the back, grab some yarn, bring it to the front, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's just, is that the first one or the second one? Oh, see, you can count. You could say, oh, okay, there's 2 there. Now, get into the home stretch. I'm going to poke through to the back, add some yarn, pull that new yarn through, yarn over, pull through 2. Same stitch, poke to the back, add some yarn, pull it to the front, yarn over, pull through 2. There we go. Again, poke to the back, add some yarn, pull it through to the front, yarn over, pull through 2. Same stitch, poke to the back, bring it to the front, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, let's count. Let's see how many stitches. I want 16 this time. So 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So there we go. So this is where I want my next stitch to be. So that means I have ended, and now what I can do is poke through. Remember that when we get to that round part, when we finish a round, sometimes it's a little tight. So I can manipulate it with my fingers. There it is. I'm going to poke through to the back. Oh, I want to make sure I poke through the right place. So poke through to the back. There we go. And yarn over, pull through, and then pull through because we want to end that. So there we go. That is our round of 16. We started with 8, and then we went to 16, and now we want to increase again. So let's see. We went from 8 to 16, so 8 times 1 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. 8 times 3 is 24. We need 24 single crochets around, but we only have 16 stitches to use. So what we're going to do for this is double crochet into 1. So that'll give us 1, 2. And then we are going to put 1 into the next one. So we'll have 1, 2, 3 in 2 stitches. 3 times 8 is 24. That will give us 24. So let's start again with just 1 chain, and then we're going to go into the next stitch. So that's this first stitch. So now let's do 2 in here. So I'm going to go through to the back, add some yarn, bring it to the front, add some yarn, pull through. We want to do that again in that same stitch. Go do our single crochet. So that's 1 and 2. And then the next one is 3. So that is our pattern. We want 2 in this stitch and then 1. So we've created 3 stitches out of the 2 stitches below. And these 2 stitches would have been 2 times 8 is 16. And now we want to do 1, 2 plus 3. 3 times 8 is 24. So let's do that again. 2 in here. Let's see if it works out. Single crochet, single crochet, whoops, 2 single crochets in that 1 stitch, and then go to the next one and just do 1 single crochet. Let's do that again. Single crochet into the stitch, the second single crochet, and now we're going to add 1 here. Let's do that all the way around. 1, 2 in 1, and then 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and then 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. 1, 2 in that same stitch, and then the next one, 3. 1, 2, and then 3. Looks like our last couple. Here's their stitch. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Before we connect them, let's count backwards. So to create a flat circle, we need to continue to increase and get bigger and bigger and bigger. So let's count backwards. Make sure we have 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. There's 24. So I'm going to connect right through there. I just want to seal this circle, so I just want to go through the stitch, bring some yarn through, and continue it to bring it through. And now we have 24 stitches. We use 24 stitches, that's all we need, to make the small nesting bowl. And how we do that is we just stop increasing. So let's do about 3 rounds together and see what happens. So we're going to stop increasing. So we're just going to, now we're just going to go around and around and around. We don't need to add anything else. So I'm going to go into the stitch, get some yarn, pull it through, pull it through. So this is the fun part where you can just zen out, and we're just doing single crochets. We're not doing any more counting. And this is how you make the smallest bowl. You can already see that by not increasing anymore, we've created a bit of a lip. I'm just going to keep, I'm back at the beginning, but I'm just going to keep going around. So there's no more counting. You could make the edge of the bowl as tall as you like. And I'm coming around again to the beginning. Now there's a different look from one side to the other. I like this side best, so I want that to be the outer part of my bowl. So I'm going to go around again. You can slow this video down to watch my fingers. Here we go. And you see how it's starting to build up at the sides. There's the comparison. If I went around one more time, I would make this exact bowl. Now what I want to do is show you how to make the next size up. Let's continue on. Right now, I have 24 stitches in the round, and that's created a nice flat base for my next size bowl. So the 24 single crochets around creates the smaller bowl. Let's look at the next size bowl. So we're going to use that formula that we've been using about multiplying by 8. So 3 times 8 is 24, and we have 24 single crochets around. 4 times 8 is 32. Now how can we get 32 stitches into a 24 stitch base? Well, let's see. If we put 2 single crochets and into one stitch, and then a single crochet in the next one and a single crochet in the next one, we can get 4 stitches into the 3 below. Let's try that and let's see if we end up with 32. So I'm going to just start again with just a chain, and then let's go single crochet, so 2 of them into this stitch. Single crochet, and let's double that up. So we're going to put another one in that same stitch, single crochet, and the next 2 will be just 1 stitch each. Single crochet and single crochet. Okay, let's do that again all the way around. Single crochet 1, single crochet 2, and then just 1 each in the next one. That's another 1 there and 1 there. Okay, let's do that again. 2 single crochets, and then 1 and 1. It's increasing. 2 single crochets in 1 stitch, and then 1 in 1 and 1 in 1. Again. 1, 2 in 1, 1 in 1, 1 in 1. 1, 2, and now 1 in 1. 1, 1. We're almost done. Double crochet, or 2 single crochets. Double crochet is a whole other thing. And then a single and a single. 2 single crochets in 1 stitch, and then a single and a single. I'm just about finished, so let's count backwards again to see if we have 32. Here's 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and there's 1. Perfect. So that's 1, but I need to finish off the one below. So we have turned, I'm just going to pull through. Remember how we do that? And pull through. So we have turned this into a nice flat base, and we put 32 stitches in the 24 by using our formula of multiplying by 8 as we go up. So this will create the base, and it's the same size base as we need for this next size up. And then to make the edges of the bowl, we simply stop increasing and just continue 32 stitches around until we're all finished, until we have enough, whatever we want, how big we want this bowl. Okay, let's go to the next size up. So we had 8 times 4 is 32. 8 times 5 is 40. So we need a 40 stitch base to make this bowl size. Okay, I have 32 and I need 40. So let's figure out a formula for this. Well, if I have 32 and I was able to do two double crochet, or two single crochets into one stitch, and then one and one. What happens if I do 3? So that means in 4 stitches, so 4 times 8 is 32, and that's what I have, but I need 5 times 8. So if I do 2 here, so that's 1, 2, and then 3 singles, 3, 4, 5. If I do that 8 times, I will have 40 stitches. Let's try that. I'm just going to start again with my chain, and here we go. So we want to go double into the first stitch, so 2 single crochets in 1 stitch, and then 1, 2, 3 singles. 1 single, 2 singles, 3 singles. Okay, let's double that again. So let's do 2. Ooh, that one's tight. 2. Do it correctly? Yes, I did. 2, 2. And then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put 2. There's 1, 2. 2 plus 3 singles is 5. 5 times 8 is 40. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2 in that first stitch, and then 3, 4, 5. 3 singles plus the 2 doubles is 5. 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Double into this next one. 1, 2, and then 3 singles. 1, 2, 3. Double. 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We are almost done. Double. 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and I can tell I'm all done here. 3. And then I'm just going to attach to that very first post, bring it through. Now I have 40 stitches. So 40 stitches creates the base for this size. And then to create this size bowl, this blue size bowl, you just stop increasing and continue the 40 to here. And then if you want it to go onto this even larger bowl, from 40, let's see, we had 16, which is 8 times 2. We had 24, which is 8 times 3. We had 32, which is 8 times 4. This is 40, 8 times 5. So now we need 8 times 6, which is 48. And just like we did before, to get 48 here, what we will do is crochet up 1. And so we have 5 stitches, but we need to get 6 stitches in there because 6 times 8 is 48, and that's what we want. So what we'll do is double in the first one. 1, 2, and then we need 6. So 3, 4, 5, 6. So the next 4 are singles. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's the pattern, and that's the increase. See, it's almost like a V. It would be 8 sections of a V. And you just continue to go around for 48, and then you can stop increasing, and then the bowls, you can create your bowl from there. You can keep going around and around and around to make very large bowls, and these bowls can be for fruit or even a nice cat bed. Once you get really big, though, you don't want to have the edge here to be too big because it'll just flop over. But you can still create a really nice little lip for the bowls. So that's how you increase to make all these different size nesting bowls. Thank you for joining the class. My name is Sandra Clark. Clark has an E on the end. We'll talk to you soon.